All right, hello. Welcome to Saturday Paint Night Live. We're painting Dragonfly Paradise, and you can find the supply list in the link above. Let me see. So I've printed my supply list so that I have this like little reference, so I don't get carried away, because I do get carried away. If you painted with me before, you know I get carried away. Okay, so this is okay. Where's my camera? Here. So this is what we're gonna be painting. I'm painting on 11 by 14 canvas today. I'm gonna be using magenta, deep yellow. I have some red here just in case. I have some blue. This is sky blue. And I have white and black. Okay, I did not do my transfer. I'm just gonna freehand it just for fun of it. Hi, Cheryl. Welcome. Okay, so first things first. Hi, Michelle. Welcome. I'm excited to paint with you tonight. Okay, how's everybody doing? What's going on? What's shaking? What's happening? Okay, I'm not gonna use these. So I'm just gonna put them over to the side. And okay. All right. So let's start painting, and I will start talking as I'm painting. Now, in my on my computer, it looks a little bit yellowish for some reason. Does it look a little bit yellowish to you? I have moved my light again. And this is something that I've been dealing with like for the last few, hold on. So I don't know what's going on. Last few weeks, I would say. Hi, Vanessa. Hold on, you guys. I'm trying to adjust my light so that that's showing white, not yellow. I think that looks better. Okay. And, no makeup today. I'm like, ooh. Who cares, right? We're just going to paint. Who cares if I wear makeup or not? So, yes. Okay. So, name's Luba Carlson. Michelle, does it still look yellow? Does it look better now? I am a self-taught artist, and I do these little step-by-step paint parties on Saturdays. I try to do every Saturday Paint Night Live. You can always go to my events page and find that on the events page, because I think the first Saturday of April we're gonna take a weekend off, but that's kind of one of those things, yeah. Okay, one of the things that I always forget, and then it bites me, is to plug in my phone. Gotta do that. All right, let's paint. So we're gonna start with the background, and I want my background to have more yellow than pink. The thing with magenta is that it takes over like a lot. Okay, so I'm gonna use more yellow than pink, and then I'm gonna just kind of do the gradient here. I'm gonna start with a pretty large brush. My canvas, I know for a fact that it's pretty thirsty. It's very dry. So you don't have to do this. This is something that I learned that helps me. I just kind of dampen my canvas a little bit. Just water. And then it's not so thirsty. Yeah, if it makes sense. thirsty canvas. Like I always end up using much more paint because my canvas is thirsty. So I'm just using a damp brush, just putting some water on it. On the sides. There. So we'll see how this goes. This should go pretty nicely. Okay. So I'm using magenta. You can use probably red and white for pink if you wanted to, but I know exactly what I want here. So I'm using magenta. I didn't want the baby pink. Magenta is the best. I know that in the supplies I said pink. I think this is close enough. And I have this deep yellow. And I'm just gonna put a lot of that in here. If I can get any. I've had this one forever. Whoa, that's a lot. Okay. And I think I'm gonna put a little bit of white here on the bottom, titanium white, to just gonna help it all work together. Using the same big brush, it's probably 1.5 inches flat. Yeah, it is 1.5 inches flat. It's called All Purpose for All Coverage. I've had this one for 13 years now. Okay. So we're gonna start. I'm gonna start on top and just see how nicely, now that the canvas is a little bit wet, see how nice and easy it is to spread the paint. And while I'm here with magenta, I'm also gonna do the top right away and the sides, like right here where it's meeting it. I'm just gonna do that. And then here, sides do matter, right? Okay. All right, so I'm gonna keep this here, magenta. Now I'm gonna brush. Where's my big one? I, for some reason, just have this little jar of water. I have a big one here. I have a big one that I always use. I love it. It's heavy. It's heavy glass. It's just a square or cube or shape vase. And I love it because its bottom is curved. It's kind of curved in. And so it makes it easier to wash out my brushes. I think I have way too much yellow here. I'm going to take some of it off. I'm just gonna and I also like use my paper towels until they die. So that's kind of here. I just don't really think, I really don't think I need all of this yellow. I can always pick it off the paper towel if I need it. See what I did? I just picked it up with my palette knife. Okay, now I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go down and below on the white. So I'm just gonna do white and the bottom too. And now I'm gonna bring all of this white up into the yellow and then drag it down and then drag it up again. Yellow, mostly yellow, and down and up. And now I'm gonna drag all of this yellow up into magenta, but not all the way up, just kind of halfway and back. And I'm gonna do this quite a few times to get my colors nicely blended. I really want my colors nicely blended. And now that I look at it, I'm thinking, hey, You know what? I really want a little bit more yellow. So I'm wiping the brush on my paper towel, just wiping it off. I'm gonna use the same messy brush, and I'm gonna pick up some of that yellow that I just took off, and I'm gonna put some more yellow on it. I really want a vibrant, nice, vibrant color. Do the sides while I'm at it, just like that. Do the sides. Did I get all of that? I think so. Okay, and now I'm gonna grab a clean paper towel. Well, not clean, but clean-ish. Here. And I just squeeze the brush in between, like that, and I just gonna, here, squeeze it out. Squeeze the water and the whatever else in it. Okay, so I almost have the dry brush here. So I'm gonna fluff it up a little bit, rough it up. See what it looks like? Crazy, right? And I'm gonna use this to help me blend the colors better. Usually takes a little while to keep going, and I'll also need to remember to keep going in a straight line. And if I picked up some magenta with it, so I'm gonna put it back on my paper towel and I'm gonna take it off again. Okay, so I did tell you guys that I am a self-taught artist. I didn't start painting until I was, oh my gosh, 41. Yeah, it's been 2 years, I guess. A year and a half? Something like that. Anyway, it's been a blast. All of this is a blast. Okay, so we're gonna paint for about an hour, and then I usually take a break at the 1 hour mark. We take a 5 minutes break for, see what I'm doing? I'm going up and across the canvas, and I'm wiping it on a paper towel. I just want to take off a little bit of this, just taking a little bit off, kind of mellowing it down a little bit. Okay, and now I'm gonna start at the top again, and this is gonna be my last go, and I'm just gonna do this. So we're gonna take a 5 minutes break at about 8 o'clock Central for, water and whatever other needs are. It usually allows everybody to catch up. If you feel like you need to catch up, that's usually good to know that there's going to be a 5 minutes time to catch up. And I promise you, this is nothing like complicated that you can't paint. You can totally paint this. This is not a super complicated thing. Okie doke. Working on that. So now we need the background to dry. We need it really, really dry. So I'm gonna use my hair dryer here. I'm rinsing out my brush first. I don't like leaving brushes in water. They get ruined. They really do. So I just rinse them and wipe, kind of, squeeze them, and then I put them back where they go. Okie doke. So when I turn on my hair dryer, I mute my microphone because nobody likes to hear that in their ears. So let me grab my my little banner that says muted. Okay, and I'm gonna mute and then unmute when I'm done. Alrighty, so my next step is going to be painting the dragonflies. So the dragonfly's body black, and I am just gonna start with that. I'm gonna put a little bit of black on my paper plate and go with that. And then the wings are blue, but the blue that goes on top of magenta is gonna show purple, right? So we're gonna have to do something about it, and I'll show you what to do about it once I'm done with the body. Okay. So I'm looking for my round number 4. I think that's what I want. Yes, that's what I want. Round number 4. I'm gonna make it wet, and I'm gonna make my black more like soft sour cream consistent. Not soft sour cream. Oh my gosh, soft ice cream consistency. Okay, soft ice cream, maybe even melted a little bit. Okay, don't want it globby blobby. That's kind of my thing. Okay, so I'm gonna try and do them the way they were in the reference image. Okay, this is my painting, by the way. I just can't find it for some reason. I found it my picture of this image, but I couldn't find my original. Oh well, I did something with it. Okay, so one dragon goes over here. Now, if you have the tracer, you just simply follow the tracer. Okay, just kind of. I hope I'll be okay freehanding. I should be okay. So I got the head. And I do know there's like all these words like forex and whatever, but I do not really use these words a lot. And so I am not comfortable telling you what it is called. What do you call this part of the dragonfly? I have no clue. Don't ask me. It's the dragonfly. Okay, another one. And we're just gonna go straight down and up. There. And then I'm gonna go backwards using the sharper tip of my paintbrush. Just start at the bottom and then push it down. There, something like this. I'm gonna let it dry, and then I'm gonna do another coat of black. So here's one. And then let me here. Okay, just making sure that I see your comments if you guys have any questions. You can always, I will show you, use the back of the brush to add those little eyes. Okay, and then the other dragonfly is much smaller, and I think it would be smarter for me to use a smaller brush because it's hard to paint, small things when your brush is kind of bigger. So I'm switching to 0. Round, also round, just number 0. And I'm gonna paint the same way. I'm gonna start with the head, just a round head. Just making sure you can see what I'm doing. And then it's like 2 longer parentheses, like that. And then 2 shorter, smaller ones closer to each other, like that. And then we push down and drag and lift the brush. And we cover up all of this, the whole black. And cover this up. Okay. While our dragonflies' bodies, so while they're drying, we're gonna start working on the garden. So in the garden, we have, they're like, I mean, they are whimsical flowers, right? So you can obviously, of course, and absolutely, you can follow this, right? But so we want different colors for them first, okay? So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab a little bit of magenta. So all three of them are different colors, all three flowers. So I have some magenta. I put some sky blue. I might need it for the future, and I probably might want to use it right now. Okay, now color mixing here. Feel free, with the so long as you stay with the magenta, deep yellow, the sky blue, white, and black. If you stay with these 5, did I say 5? Oh, and red 6. Whoops. Vermilion red. Okay, so long as you stay with these guys, your colors should be fine. Just, yeah, don't get, don't be afraid of using colors. Okay, yellow. Just want to make sure that you can see what I'm doing. I'm squeezing yellow on there. I'm missing white. Hold on, let me grab some white. Don't need much right now. Might need later. Okay. There we go. So here's all my colors. Okay, so for composition wise, the flower in the middle, I like it to be much brighter than the flowers on the side. Now my painting here is much more yellow than the original. Okay, so I'm gonna mix something that's a little bit different. I'm gonna use a flat, if I find it. Hold on, where are you? Good enough. Just a flat, what is it, number 6 flat? Something rather. It's been used and it's not in a very good shape. But it will do the job. Okay, so deciding on the color. So I'm gonna do this one here in the middle, and I'm gonna use some of this magenta. Just grab magenta, put it on the side, grab some of this yellow, mix it with magenta, see what happens. Do you like it? Do you not like it? If you don't like it, adjust it to the point that you like it. I really like this color. It's super bright. I don't want it orange. Here's my thing. Okay, but I want it to be a little bit muted. So I'm gonna add a little bit of white to this mix. And I think this will look just great on a flower. You can follow the shapes of the flowers that you got from your tracer, or you can make your own shapes of the flowers. I love doing the coneflower. I'm not going to do it right now, but it would also look great. So I'm just going to start somewhere not too up high, and I'm going to start and I'm going to do a U shape with kind of flat U like this. Yeah, so you just go down, curve, and to the side, down, curve to the side. You kind of try to make it symmetrical, but it doesn't have to be. Just kind of do your best, but do not obsess over it, okay? And just simply paint it in. It's not, there we go. Just paint this in. Okay. There, just like that. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna rinse out my brush. And I think I want to add a yellow flower on my left hand side. And these two are going to lean towards each other, right? So let me show you how I do this without having to use any extra additional paint or anything. So first I'm going to mix the color. I'm going to add yellow. So there was a little bit left over of magenta on my brush, but I don't mind it. I think it still will look great. So I got this kind of muted yellow, see? I get my brush to the point where it's like a chisel. Here, see? The best I can do it. As I told you, this brush is messy and old, so. And I want this flower to be leaning this way. So I'm gonna help myself and to remember that my middle should be going this way. See what I did here? Just a line. And then, so this is like my symmetry line. It's like my guide. And then I'm just gonna paint the shape that works around this line. Does it have to be strict symmetry? No, it's fine. We just, right now we're creating the basic shapes for our flowers. And then we're gonna use black to kind of make it all look whimsical, right? We're not trying to create a botanical piece of art here. This is not botanical. So, okay. So this is good. I'm going to let this dry and then I'm going to go over this with yellow to make it brighter yellow. Okay. And the third one is going to be on this other side. And I think I'm going to add a little bit of blue to it just to make it different. You don't have to. You can make it. What can you do if you would? You can take this mixed magenta that you did the middle flower and this mixed yellow that we did for this flower, and then mix them together, and then it will give you another color that will help you with that. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a little bit of blue, bit more of magenta, mix it into the purple. Oh, look at that pretty. Oh, so pretty. Now I'm gonna grab a whole bunch of white and bring this to kind of darker lavender. Too dark. Let's get some more white, and I want it lighter. There. This is what I think. This is what I like. Yeah. So I'm going to do it the same way. You want me to tell the boys to turn it off? Whichever. I don't know what's going to work. Okay. Boys. Okay, I'm losing Wi-Fi, so I hope that you guys are still here with me. Let me know if you can hear me. Okay, I guess my phone decided that I need a sound. Hold on, let me grab that. Okay, how's this? Better. Okay. All right. So what I was going to tell you was that in a reference, there is not much room over here, right? This flower kind of meets the dragonfly. The way I did here, I probably will have room for a taller flower, so I'm just going to take it since I have it here. And I'm going to go and create my middle line. Okay, and now here I'm gonna give it like a little bit of curvy flower like this. Flat to the side, down, and then meet at the bottom. Okay. There we go. Oh, look at that pretty color. It looks amazing. And then I'm gonna give it kind of this rounded, just with my paintbrush. I'm just gonna make it like that. And I'm just gonna paint it in. Cute. Oh, I love this color. I love how it looks great against the background. Do you know why? Because one, it's contrasting color. The blues and the yellows are contrasting. But also because this flower is like cold tone and the background is warm tone. So it makes it pop. Okay. Rinse out my brush. Okay, now I'm gonna grab my liner brush. Liner brush back to my black. Make sure my dragonfly is nice and black. Okay. Just paint if it's like if it didn't get a full coverage, just do it. Just on the inside. Okay, and now I'm gonna grab the back of my round brush. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna go with the 0 because the back is smaller here. See? So I'm just gonna dip it in the black. Just find the black. And I'm gonna add the eyes. 1, 2. And the other one's gonna need the eyes. 1 and 2. Look at that. Okay, and now as I'm looking at it, my bigger dragonfly, I don't like, the eyes are too small, so I'm just gonna grab a bigger brush and make them slightly bigger. They will look better. Yeah, don't you think they look better? Okay, So by now, this Minta flower should be dry. So I'm gonna go back to my flat brush. I'm gonna grab the leftover of this magenta, not much. It's all kind of dried up, but there is just enough paint to cover up any spots that need more coverage. And then the yellow gets just the yellow. I just want that yellow, bright and sunny, just like that. Okay. Choose the direction for your strokes and follow that direction. Like if you want to go up and down, then go up and down. If you want to go across. You know what I mean? But just kind of choose the direction and follow it. For the most part, it will make your painting look much better. Unless you're doing this other kind of look where you need to go different directions, and then that's a whole different story. I hope I'm making sense. All right. So next step is to add the wings to our dragonflies. I'm going to use my round brush again, number 4, just because it's easier for me, because I'm going to be drawing it before. So I have some of white over here. I'm just going to add some water to it, kind of loosen this up. I don't care that there is a little bit of that lavender color on it. It's all good. It's not gonna ruin it. I want it flowy enough for me to be able to draw lines. If you're using a tracer, I would use my liner to outline the wings first, and then maybe use a small flat brush to paint them white. Okay, so I'm gonna draw them. I'm gonna draw them, and I'm gonna try and make them so that they look like the reference photo. Okay, so we're just gonna. I like to think about dragonfly wings like flower petals. Once you start looking at them as a flower petal, it kind of gets easier a little bit. You know? Also, you don't have to make them all the same size, like precisely the same size, because as the dragonfly is moving around, depending on your perspective, one side is going to look a little bit bigger than the other side. So like the wings, if the wings on the right are down, they will be looking bigger, and like the wings that are up, they look smaller. I hope I'm making sense. Okay. Something like that. Yeah. And so I'm just going to go ahead and paint the whole wing white, just so that I can paint it blue later, because we all know what's going to happen if we just put blue on top of magenta, right? Doesn't have to be perfect, just make a good coverage. I might need to go back and fix the body, because I got a white spot on it. That's okay. There. And the other wing. Okay. Be kind to yourself. Whatever you're doing right now, if you're getting frustrated, maybe step back. Inhale, exhale, right? But be kind to yourself. There. Okay, so that's number one. And now I'm gonna go grab the second one. And this is why I really like that I've painted this flower, but I need to dry it. Yo. Okay, just give me a second, okay? I need to dry this blue flower because one of my wings is gonna go on top. So I'm gonna mute for just a little bit. Where is it here? All right. Okay. Okay. So here goes the other set of wings. I am going to intentionally make this side smaller, but I will still have to, I think my wings are still gonna overlap a little. Yep. Oh, that's okay. Gonna overlap, go up here. And back. Anything else you can do? Okay. So okay. There we go. And now I'm gonna paint the other set of wings, which is gonna be slightly longer. Ish, right? Slightly longer. There. Something like that. Yeah. Okay, and then the other one goes right through here. Haven't thought that very well with my flower, have I? Okay, that's okay. All right. So again, just white it out. So good. Looks like I might have to paint another flower for you guys, just to add to this, huh? Didn't expect for the wings to go such a big span. Didn't think about that. All right. Oof. Dragonflies. Okay. Yeah, all good. Okay, next step is to mix a little bit of blue and a little bit of yellow together, and we're gonna start working on making our green. Sky blue, and then some of this yellow. Just kind of mix it. Might need much more yellow. Just keep mixing. Maybe grab a little bit of water so that it all keeps working together. A little bit more yellow. Just mix, mix, mix. Hold on, I need to click on the other window to see the comment. I see somebody asked something. Hold on. I see it. Sheila says, I really enjoy watching you paint. It's so relaxing. Oh, thank you so much, Sheila. That is so nice of you. Thank you. I'm so glad you find it relaxing. This is my sanity savior, honestly. Like no big words here. You know? So once you get to the green that you like, you're gonna add some leaves to this. Okay? So this here, oh, you can't even see it here. Let me move it over here. So with the original one, see the leaves, see how it was done here? You can do whatever leaves you like, right? And I think I'm gonna just do different shapes of leaves, but I'm imagining in like, as I'm doing this, I'm imagining in my visualizing, right, that there is a stem around here. And so my leaves are going to be attached to that stem. So I'm just gonna grab my brush and paint my leaves. And like really, you can do so many different shapes of leaves if you would like to. Like there's so many options with leaves. You can make them round. You can give them like jagged a little bit edges. You can, I mean, there's so many options. I will definitely do 3 different ones just for fun of it, because those are 3 different flowers. But yeah. So I'm just cleaning up the leaves, just making sure my end is where I need it. Yeah. There. Something like that. Okay. Now the middle one, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab some of this green that we already mixed, put it over to the side, and guess what? I'm gonna put more blue in it now. I know, I was just putting more yellow in it. Now I'm putting more blue in it. I just want a different shade. Too much blue. Different shade of green. Okay. Oh, I like that. I want to darken it up a little bit. I'm going to get a smidge of black and just kind of darken it just a little bit. Oh, pretty. Pretty color. Very teal. Reminds me of teal. I don't know if it shows very well on the camera, but I hope it does. So this baby is gonna get leaves that are kind of rounded like that, like teardrop. And I'm just gonna paint it, get some water. Because if I can't complete a teardrop, I know that my paint is too dry, my brush is too dry. And this one meets a spot. And again, a teardrop. Just like that. And I think I have more. I have room for two more. Teardrop. Just bring it together. Just like that. And one more. And I kind of made the ones in the bottom bigger than the leaves on the top. And you don't have to do that. It's just the way I like it. I think that like as you go down the stem, leaves usually get larger. Okay. All right, now for this one. Oh, what am I gonna do with this baby? You can hardly even see that one, right? What am I gonna do? Okay, how about we'll go back to that green that we mixed first. And I'm really not sure what's gonna happen if I put a little bit of magenta in it. I think it's gonna go brown. Let me grab some of this green and put a smidge of magenta in it. I think it will go brown. Yep. Brownish. Ooh, I like. Do you like? Oh, look, it went like all olive. Guess if I put more magenta in it, it'll go brown. But like right now, it's olive and it's gorgeous. I love it. Okay. So I pretend that the stem is somewhere here. What am I going to do with it? Okay. So I'm gonna give it like a few leaves like that. And so I want you guys to see how to do this. This is the round brush. So very light. So it's like you're varying pressure on your brush. Okay. So at first it's very light. So your line will be thin. And then you're gonna put pressure on your brush and your line's gonna get wider. And then you're gonna lift and your line is gonna get thinner again. Okay, so light and up. See? Okay, and here light and the light, and we're gonna connect on this other side and here, and then we're gonna add the short one and the short one. Look at that. How cool is that? Isn't it cool? Okay, and then I'm gonna add on the bottom over here. I'm gonna do the same thing. Light pressure, much pressure, and lift. Lift. And lift. I know I'm changing the what I promised you with the reference, but forgive me. I'm real bad about, when it comes to following the reference. I'm one of those people, like I always want to change things. I never want to paint the same thing twice again. It's not like, I just don't like it. Okay. I keep thinking, hey, I'm not a photocopier, if you want to, yeah. I always think if I want the same thing, I might as well just scan it and print it. It's not much fun to paint the same thing. Okay. And it's 8 o'clock, and I promised you guys a break. Do we need a break? Should we vote? Who wants a break? I kind of sort of need a little bit of a break. I need to go grab my water, which I totally forgot. I think this is good. Okay, I'm gonna add one more here to just kind of ground it so it's not sitting in the, it's not hanging in the air, right? And yes, we're gonna add the stem and all the goodies. They're not just gonna hang in the air. I promise. Okay. Sure. Okay, you guys. 5 minutes. I'll be back in 5 minutes. I need to go grab some water, and you guys stay hydrated. Whatever you need, stretch maybe. Maybe get up and stretch. Whatever you need. Okay. I will see you back in now 4 minutes. 8:05. So I'm gonna turn off my camera here, but I will keep this one on for your reference. All right, I'm back. Let me reset my sound again. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Okay. I think we're good. All right, my darlings, let's keep working on that. Let me take the break thingy off. So after the break, I usually share with this light, like I can't figure out the light. All right, I will figure it out. So I do a Sunday letter that I send to everybody who signed up for my newsletter. So I'm gonna share the link to my newsletter because even though like right now I am both on Facebook and YouTube, and I just feel like with the way that algorithm goes, I never know who sees my posts and who who knows what's going on. Like the people, I don't ever know. So the newsletter is a great way to know what's happening. I do try not to send a lot of things, but sometimes like I've been sending quite a bit last 3 days because I started doing the glitter tattoos, and so I was looking for models because I need to make a website page for that. So that was in my newsletter, and the reminder about this paint party and like everything else. So if you want to hear about from me, the newsletter is a way to go. And also there is this awesome, fantastic, awesome link to my free resources. So every like my printables, downloads, coloring sheets, tracers. Some of them have links to YouTube videos, some of them don't. But normally, if it's a tracer for a painting, it means that there is a tutorial on YouTube or Facebook. Okay, and it looks like free the printables link didn't make it through Facebook. No, it did. I can see it. Okay. All right. So we're rested. We're good. We can continue, right? So let's move on. We're gonna grab a little bit of white. In my case, I'm grabbing all the white that I have left, and a tiny bit of blue, and kind of mix it together. And oof. Yeah, I like that. And so I'm gonna paint the dragonfly wings with this blue. Just painted blue. Ooh, and then I need to remember, I need to show you this super paint. Super paint. It's not super paint really, it's glitter. I need to hold on. I'll finish the wing and I'll show you the shimmery. Okay. Where is it? Here, this one. What's it called? Dragonfly glaze. Dragonfly glaze. Y'all, it makes this awesome shimmer. It is so pretty. See? It's holographic and it's very, very tiny glitter, so it doesn't look like grainy glitter. Oh, it's so pretty. Especially like if you paint things like dragonflies, butterflies, bees, like anything with transparent wings. Oh boy, so pretty. I might put it on top wings once I'm Done with that. So since my wings here overlap, I'm gonna make one dragonfly wings a little bit lighter in color. Cheryl, what's the brand? Hold on, let me put my hand under the camera so that we can. Here, it's Folk Art Dragonfly Glaze. I got it last year, but I've seen them later. They're there, and I've seen so many colors. I have this one, and then I have another. I have two of them, and like they last forever. They spread. It's crazy. Okay, I was gonna drop a little bit more white on my. My white got all gunky. I don't like when that happens. Okay, I want a little bit more white so that I can make my other dragonfly wings more like lighter in color so that they do not just, more. There, I think this will work. Yeah, I was looking for the word chameleon. The chameleon effect, they are so pretty. Okay. Yes. Okay, so this other one, see, much lighter, just different. Change is good, right? Like, we can do different things and it can be great. Oh, my cat is upset with me because I have a box in my chair. It's my chair, but my cat thinks it's his chair. There is a box there, and he's upset with me now because he can't snooze on his favorite. Yep. Okay. I think I kind of got crazy a little bit, carried away with this wing over here. It looks more like a butterfly wing, but that's okay. It's all whimsical, right? I like. Do you like? Okay. Washing the brush, rinsing the brush out. So, a little tip or trick for you if you want it. So I have these Ingle brushes, and I don't remember what I did with them, but this one, but it would not, like, it got real stiff over here at the top, like over here, and it got real funky. I couldn't use it anymore, but I really like my Ingle brush for leaves and stuff. Anyway, this is what I did. I left it overnight, soaking in rubbing alcohol, and then it came out. Where's my other one? The new one that I still need to do this to that one. Okay, so anyway, it came out rather fluffy and unhappy. And I put it in boiled, like very hot water that just boiled for like 10 seconds. And when it dried, it's almost as good as new. So I don't know if it works in all brushes, and if it does, yay. But maybe it'll help you save a couple of brushes. Okay, let's move to the flowers. I'm gonna need a little bit more black. I ran out of my black. And I'm gonna add some water to it just to bring it to the point where I like it so that it's workable, right? So that I can write with it. You can also do this with like a black acrylic pen or Posca pen if you have those. They are not cheap, but if you have that, they make your life much easier. So you don't need to deal with, trying to brush a line that's the same thickness. Okay. I'm gonna start doodling, right? So I'm just gonna, I'm gonna use the reference photo a little bit, but not much. Just gonna draw a here. Just a little bit too much water on the brush. And gonna add these little things. And one more. And if you feel like changing your brush to even a smaller size, that's fine too. Now I'm just gonna go around. It's easier to go down, like when you trace lines. It's easier to trace it down. Start at the top and go down, whichever direction you have. I think I'm gonna see if I can grab my super tiny liner brush. It's like a 3 zeros. Super duper tiny. Just kind of fill it up. Oops, and I forgot that I have my hand on it. Super careful. Gotta be super careful. Okay. So I was busy talking, and so I didn't pay attention. I rest my hand on the pinky usually, or on the heel here, so that I don't end up sitting in wet paint. So I'm just gonna, whoa, come on, don't fall on me. Okay, here. And another. Now I want to add this crisscross pattern, so I'm gonna start in the middle. It's real hard to start on the side and make sure that it's all kind of going the same way. So it's easier to start in the middle. And then, whatever doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. And then you just go on the sides, to the side. Yeah? Something like that. Well, let's add one more here. It's asking for it. See? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay. Gonna add a few more lines here. Don't be afraid to add like doodling lines. Whatever you want to add, just go for it. And middle up. I'm just going to follow in the direction that the flower follows. Direction of the flower. Okay. And I'm going to use the back of my brush and Oh, that's a lot. That's going to be too big of a dot. I don't need that much. And just add some dots. I missed that one. Like that. And then maybe broken line. And then maybe a squiggly line. And maybe another one. And another broken line. And a zigzag to just finish it. Just like that. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm gonna, so with leaves, you can either trace the leaves the full way, or you can kind of do an artistic, like, what do you mean? Like move the lines off of the color a little bit. So that's what I like to do. So it's kind of not quite a match, see? Like that. Just doesn't have to be a match. Just like that. There. Okay. Okay, moving on. What did we have here in the middle? Let's see. Okay. You see? Oh, camera. Here. Focus. Oh, it's like a mermaid scales in the top is fun too. Okay, so I'm gonna do the top first. The top is a fringe. This is all dry, so my hand is not gonna ruin anything. So I'm just gonna use my super tiny liner brush, and it's just like writing letter M cursive, starting at the bottom, going up and down like this. Just kind of put them close to each other. And this is why you want to do this before you do the outlines, just to make sure that your beginning and the end will match your outline. And if you want to make it a little bit more interesting, you can add like a second row. Whoop. There we go. Okay. Okay, something happened here. I don't like that. Water dripped. Hold on, let me lift this water. Sometimes water drips from the brush. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry a little bit and then I'll fix it. Okay, so let's do this. I never know what to call these. I call them mermaid scales. And you want to start in between. And again, start in between so that you have this one and over pattern. This is pretty cool, don't you think? I love whimsical. It kind of takes the pressure off of this still life and botanicals, and gotta make it look like something rather. If it's whimsical, you can make it look whatever you want it to look like. Okay. Okay. Oh, what are we painting next Saturday? I don't remember. I need to look this up. I think it's cotton balls. Those are fun to paint. Those are challenge because they're white. They're white, and then you kind of have to figure out a way to paint it white, but so that it's not flat. It's interesting. Okay, let me fix this mess that I made. There we go. Okay, leaves. Can do pretty much the same thing, just kind of outline them. And if you want to add a doodle design on the inside, go ahead. I'm just gonna leave them like this. Okay, so this one can't see much, right? So I'm just gonna outline it first. So with this one, well, I mean, if you have a reference photo, you can kind of use it, right? Yeah, it's kind of catch and see what fits in here. Not much. Bogdan, don't. Good night, hon. Okay. Okay, just gonna towards the middle. Oh, see, I did that again. Okay, so if something like this happens, this is why I really like my baby wipes. If your hand ends up touching something that you do not want it to touch, you can just grab a baby wipe, and since your background is all dry, you can fix that. Ta-da! Fixed. Okay, so there's one. I was gonna do 3 little wispy thingies since we lost most of that flower. I'm gonna try and bring it up a little bit. Like that. Yeah. Oof. And of course I'm doing the same thing with my leaves. Not the full way. I am not tracing them the full way, just, you know, partial trace here and there. It just puts just enough color. Okay. Oh, my nose is itchy again. But hey, that's good. Like feel like it's my first live in a couple of months that I'm not sneezing my head off. So I'm just gonna count my blessings. All right. Okay, you guys, make sure you join my newsletter if you want to stay in touch. Also, if you're painting this one, I would love to see your painting. You can post it, you can put it in the comments here, you can put it in, you can just PM it to me, whatever works for you is great. Okay, rinsing out my number 4. Not really happy because I put it in the thing, and I got me a handful of magenta. All right. Okay. Back to those dragonflies. I'm gonna grab, so for the smaller dragonfly, I'm just gonna grab some more of this lighter color of and more white and some water. I'm looking for light color. There we go. That's good. Maybe more white even. Very, very, very light. Off-white almost. Okay, using the same brush, I'm gonna outline. I'm gonna outline the wings. There we go. Okay, and then there is a pattern. I think the top ones are the dots. Yeah. Okay, so the bottom wings, it's like writing parentheses, like circles, partial circles, like 3 times. You go 1, 2, 3, and then you stop, you get more paint, and you change your angle, and you go again 1, 2, 3, and you stop and you change the angle, and you go again. And you can add some other doodle design to the top wings, of course. One, two, three, and I'm gonna go 3, and then maybe here. The point is to just fill it up with the design. Here, I'm gonna turn it around and I'm gonna put it up higher so you can see. Okay, just like that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm gonna work on the other side. Oh, different color. Whoops, wrong color. Okay, I'm just start here. Go. Just make sure that they are like rounded, not straight lines, but like curvy lines. 2 and 3. 3. Super windy tonight. But so I'm in Central Texas, and so here spring, well, it is spring now, it's March, so it gets super windy. Oh, super windy and rainy and all of that stuff. Okay, here we go. I'm trying to decide what I want to do with the top wing. You know what? I'm just gonna break it up into. I'm gonna follow the triangles thing. I'm gonna do a triangle now. We're gonna do the 4 straight lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're gonna change directions. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that looks better than. You do not want to do the same direction again, so you're going to change it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And don't overthink it. It's the come on. It's just a dragonfly wing. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Run out. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like pick the rule that you want to follow and follow it, and then it will look amazing eventually. Right? Okay. See, this is what we did. First one. Now for the second one, I'm gonna go the other way around. I'm gonna add more blue to this white mix that I've been using. I'm just adding more blue to it now. I wanted blue, water. Work with me, right? Just making sure that I have a workable consistency. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm gonna use this darker blue. Okay, this is all dry, so except for the, so I'm kind of being careful with my paper plate. So I'm gonna outline. So I'm pretty much doing the same thing that we just did with the smaller dragonfly, but I'm kind of in reverse colors. There. Oh dear, I just realized that I haven't finished this flower. I got so happy with my little wispy thingies that I never finished it. Okay, back to black. Sorry, y'all. Back to that black. That was the middle. Whoops, too much water on the brush. Did that again. You know what? It's gonna have to wait a little. Okay, I'm gonna count to 10. You know, sometimes when things don't work out, it's okay to kind of step back and inhale. Yeah, I totally forgot to finish this flower. There. There enough. Okay, back to the dragonfly. So yeah, pretty much doing the same thing in reverse colors. So curvy lines for the bottom and straight lines for the top. Do you have to do this now? Can you use any different pattern? Absolutely. This is just something that I really like. It's like one of those easy Zentangle patterns. I don't know why. I mean, they call them Zentangle, but I think this is just like regular doodle pattern. It's nothing super secret, you know, nothing that you need to study to learn about. I went through this period of time where I was just going crazy over doodling, and I just went on Pinterest and I just penned and penned all of these doodle ideas. So much fun. They are fun. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, and now we're gonna do the straight lines, and I'm gonna start from the body right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and just add them in fours. Oopsie, touched. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. So the idea is to just keep changing your direction as you go. And you can do these in fives, you can do these in whatever you like. And then I like doing fives and then coming back and coloring in between some of them. It kind of adds interest to it too. I'm going to do this on the dragonfly, but fun. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. How's that, you guys? So I want to add a little bit here because it's like hanging in the air. Like these two are fine, but that one is not. So I'm just going to grab some black. Like that. And from one of the leaves, I'm going to grab one of the leaves and I'm just going to suggest an extension. Just one of them. Get one of them and just suggest that there is more there. See? Now they're all kind of connected. Maybe a little bit of two. You know what? I kind of like that. I'm gonna do that. All right. Now with my black, I'm gonna go back and fix my, like whatever I messed up on the dragonfly. So I don't know if you can see it. Oops, let me turn it. There, see? It's kind of messed up a little bit. So I'm just gonna clean it up. There. And here. Whoa. Come on, girl. There. Okay. So as they say it, do you like it? Do you love it? Would you put it on your wall? I don't know. If you would put it on your wall, but I kind of love it. Yeah. Okay. Of course, using super tiny brush. Just fill up in black, put your name on your painting. And we're done. Okay, how did everybody do? I would love to see your paintings. Please share. So I'm gonna have to wait because all of my little lines are pretty wet. But here, I'm just gonna show you on my hand because I can. This, sorry. So this glitter kind of, so this is what it looks like. And then when it's dry, all this white gets transparent. See all the color on it? It's gorgeous. Might as well just cover all my hand, right? Super tiny, like super fine glitter. Awesome. Okay. All right. So I hope to see you next Saturday. Share with others, invite your friends. We're going to be painting cotton balls. More of a natural looking. More botanical looking, but not botanical. I promise you that. That's not going to be botanical. But it's going to be fun. It's also a cute little painting. Okay, now I have all this glitter all over me. I asked for it. Glitter hand. All right, guys. Okay, I will see you around. Okay, see you online. Have a great night. Michelle, you are very welcome. And here, so that we can put it up there. All right. Thanks for joining me. Love ya. Bye.